2nd and 8.
He's bringing down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A give. This is Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Pats, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Patriots, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This is James White. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Shotgun now from Murray. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Here's Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Catch is made by Hardman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Andrew Billings able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Nicole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Full connects on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Fields looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, Fields looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Off play action, Fields. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check my
To throw is Murray.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They defer to White out of the shotgun. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flushed out right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Swim. Come on.
Now Murray off play action. And it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Play action. It's Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Etienne is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Airs this out for Matthews. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Matthews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
To throw is Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendown as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and they will take a 7-point lead.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
1 second, all that remains. A final shot before the break. Fields.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a first down carry. It's Michel looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play fake. Murray. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Open target, here's Matthews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
This complete to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second and inches, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Brown.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his second touchdown of the game, his third of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Parkey with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mecole Hardman with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.